Investor Michael Green has gone viral after making a provocative claim that the US has made a serious math error. In a Substack essay last week, he argued that the federal poverty line, which is around $32,000 for a family of four, wildly understates what it takes to stay out of poverty today. His budget for healthcare, housing, childcare, and other necessities puts the real threshold at $140,000, 4 times the official figure. This essay has inspired a lot of attention, both praise and criticism. It was debated on CNN and in the Washington Post and in many other outlets. And this isn't to be used as hard evidence, but generally what I have found is that when economic arguments like this trigger people in the way it has done, it usually signals that at the very least, there is an important kernel of truth within the argument. And this article is the perfect example. Because yes, maybe $140,000 isn't the perfect or the right number. Maybe the real poverty line is something else, something slightly lower than that. But beneath these numbers lies a truth that actually no one seems to disagree with. And that is, many of the economic tools that we use to measure how Americans are doing are at best outdated and at worst completely and utterly flawed. And the poverty line is ground zero for that problem. Michael's core insight isn't this $140,000 number. His core insight is simply a recognition that the federal poverty line, as we understand it today, this universal metric that we all kind of mindlessly accept as the number, the legitimate number, that metric was created in 1963, and it hasn't been meaningfully updated since then, and we still use it. We live in a fundamentally different economy today, which means that we need different measurements, different ways to take our temperature. And so even if Michael's math isn't 100% perfect, perhaps this is the kick in the arse that we needed to start measuring things differently. Perhaps we'll start to wean ourselves off of these generally arbitrary and oftentimes not very useful metrics, not just the poverty line, but also GDP and also GNP and even the S&P. Perhaps we'll start to look more closely at the data that tell us the story of what is actually happening in people's lives.